Okay, Rob Excel here for a little impromptu Death in Europe. Very excited. This is the tournament weekend here in July 2017. This is not a tournament game. I'm here in the Korean Fish server, and here I'm going to get to watch some live Death in Europe Korean action. I do recognize Bhutan, who does frequent the East server. I have played in a number of games with him. He does host dies regularly, but I'm not familiar with any of the players playing currently. I might have seen one or two in a replay, but I have never seen or been in a game with any of these players. I really hope we find a Western Germany here. Uh, we're going to see. This is a passworded game, so it's only invitees, and they are nice enough to let me participate and cast this for you all. So they're still trying to find a Western Germany here. The other 5 players were pretty quick to fill their spots. Red lag on 5. So lots of observers here. This is a lot of games on Fish server. I have to say there's probably 20 or 30 times the amount of games on Fish than there is in East. I guess you just got to know the channels and the passwords to get in some of these special use map settings games. Most of them are 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, that sort of thing. But for the use map settings, they're probably set around different groups and servers. In this channel that I'm in, it's truth space fam FAM and then a minus sign. So truth space FAM and then the minus sign, and that'll get you into the die channel here on Fish server. For, of course, World War II Allied Final Action, OP space STC on US East is the channel that we frequent, and the die channel for East server is just HY. And as you can see, this game was hosted HY. looks like we have a game going. 7 January is being switched out. They're not letting him play. Mean is being mean and taking that West Germany. Oh, this is the anticipation. I cannot wait for this game. I was asked to cast some of the initial games for the die tournament, the $150 die tournament going between the Fish server and the East server. But I made some plans, and I'm going to be away from town doing the mom and girlfriend thing. So just going to cast this game in the meantime, and I cannot wait. A little bit of lag here. It's taking a little bit of slowdown, and we're going to have to see. So I did just play a game recently with my boy Waffen, so we're going to see what kind of action is going on. So Italy's grouping right away. Excuse me, having a little bit of mouse issues. Engineering workshop being built by West Germany. That's something I've never seen before. So instead of building the factory add-ons right there, what you want to do is you want to lift your factories down in here. It's just more safe. Immediately upgrades going for both ground and air. Again, that is a little bit new for what I see. As well, engineering quarters. So they are the cheapest building in the game at 125. So what you do is you build these engineering bays and you float them to take cities. It's the quickest, most efficient way to take cities. And also East Germany building the Firebat. I imagine he's going to be going into Middle East. Here we already have Middle East air taking out the airport here that UK is trying to take this city with. This is an open city here, where if you float anyone to float the building there is going to get the money, and there's Italy denying that. So a lot of high-level play already. I wish I wasn't having mouse issues right now. I'd be able to bring this to you fully. Buildings covering the the photon cannons there, because if you bring air down here, if you're the Axis, if you bring enough air, you can kill out these two photon cannons, which effectively takes away most of the threat from this area. So barracks being built, fire bats being built as well to support. They're not wanting to lose that Egypt. So not advancing. I see most East Germany's go ahead and try to take the Leningrad here, but I guess it's a good Russia player, and East Germany's not wanting to take too many liberties. So we had Battle of Britain. So there's the traditional 1, 2, 3 turrets built. I've seen question mark build them back over towards here to protect the bays, the ports that get lifted here. You always lift your ports and bring them back here for safety. And Germany being a little bit aggressive, taking whatever advantages he can take. And now here, huge force by East Germany, going and taking out that photon cannon and the siege tank, the traditional 2 turrets here to block this incoming air that you know is going to be coming down. Let's see what the USA is doing up here. I've seen a mix. Oh, going barracks. Okay, building some barracks. Wow, my mouse is just really, really disastrous. I apologize. But this is live action here. I can't pick and choose my technical aspects. I'm just here casting some awesome die action for you. Look at that control on Western Germany. That is just something that you just do not see on the East server very much. That control would just wreck anybody in the East server. Wow. Okay, we have USA saying to go into Middle East, so he's calling the shots. Little does he know that was just an observer that left. Little does he know that East Germany is already taking the Middle East. I have to say personally, playing a die last night, it took about 5 or 6 turns, in all honesty, for us as Axis to take the wells. And that is the difference between people who actually play this game and who are skilled at it. Look at those APM scores. 350, 390. Oh my, this is almost at 400 APM. I can even the worst players here have 200 APM. This is such a big difference in quickness compared to what I'm used to. I think I clocked in close to about 100 APM last night as one of the minor countries. I believe I was Italy, but so embarrassing. But wow, bunker! Look at all this pressure. This is awesome job by the Axis to be able to take all this. This is high level play. You just don't see this in East games. Even East games that people that know what they're doing, you just don't see this type of attention. You can see the meta games. You can see everything being done for a reason. UK taking out the 2 photon cannons there, and looking to try to stack this Oslo trigger. Like I said, I know enough about this game to cast it generally, although I'm not catching nearly everything that's going on. I'm focusing on the Middle East because that's often where the game's won or lost. And as you can see, upgrades already happening for East Germany. Those are scouts. A lot of the time you see people ignoring the scouts as East Germany and only focusing on building the tanks, which later turned to dragoons, and then being able to take on Russia firsthand. But that is not how the game is played at the highest level. And check this out. Look at all of this defense that's going on. Purposely leaving the cannons here. Italy reinforcing. They know they're going to be a fight here. So they're doing this all the meantime while this is being controlled. That is beyond good. Germany stacking here, slightly upgrading. As you can see, that's why he built that, so he can upgrade his BCs, do both upgrades at the same time. So USA stacked this a little bit, but not finding it's necessary. that much. Being scanned. That's right. The scanners are only $50 in this version, so it's a must. You always should know where your enemies are in this version. Even possibly building a secondary command center with another scanner if you want to get perfect vision and just have double. So this was the call to action here. This is Russia and USA coming down towards these wells, so they know this force is here, and there will be a battle here eventually. So able to get the Valkyrie up. A couple of pot shots onto Russia's air because Russia was focused on the pylon, and East Germany was just able to go and get a slight air advantage. Wow, my mouse is not working good. Look at that APM by, is it 6.25_I? 450 APM. I have never seen such high APMs in my casting career. It's not even close. This is so high level. This is not even a tournament game, folks, and this is the type of action that we're having. Great stacking of air. USA got his air there. Also the Marines. He should be stacking ground here. All these ports. Looks like Italy's reinforcing. These drops full? I don't know if these drops are full. So the Axis here don't have to be aggressive. They have the wells. They have the money income. They don't need to force this. But I imagine these scouts are going to be doing something. Second upgrade from the attack just happened. BCs are switching over. So right when the BCs are switching over, that's when West Germany is looking to be aggressive. So just take a note of that. He's moving these for a reason. He's not just moving these for show. Looks like he's going to make a play either on Oslo or on UK. Let's see what he does here. Honestly, I don't know enough about this game to tell you where he's going to be going. Constantly, poke is happening. East Germany upgrading his attack. Very interesting. I've never seen that. Again, I am a layman at this game, but this is first-hand knowledge of some high-level die action. So everyone take notes. I apologize if I'm missing some of the action. I am a novice and having mouse issues at this point. Looking to try to poke out some of these fire bats. Got it a few of them for free. Let's see if he backs off. So there was 2 fire bats for a tank. Not quite worth it in this version, I believe. I believe a tank is 500, and then fire bats are more like the 125, 150 type of range. I really should know this, but alright, so he decided to go UK, so he ignored the buildings. All he did was take out the turrets. He's focusing turrets, folks. He's not killing all the auxiliary buildings, so you want to make the most of while you're here. So he's doing that, and he's targeting buildings and taking out the air. So he's not even worried about this. He's going for the upgrades. He's going for the buildings. He's got London. And let's see, the Axis definitely have the advantage in this map. I know about this game to say that they got the advantage. They're going to full force attack. Allies know that they have to do something here. So we have Italy dropping fire bats onto the tanks. UK with his air, not defending UK, just trying to get the air advantage here. What he has done is he has allied East Germany, just focusing on the air. That's how important the air battle is in this game. Is he's ignoring everything else. The ground battle is going on. I imagine he is going to take Allied off and try to help with this Middle East battle. I'm not going over to UK because this is free. So bringing over this barracks, I imagine he's going to start pumping fire bats here to finish taking the island. Battle still raging on. Russia knows that they have the ground. I believe that was a player. I believe that was a player that left. I could be wrong. 7 January. I'm not positive if he was playing. Doesn't maybe look. Don't think they're calling it quits yet. Maybe that was an observer. So all these expensive turrets. Turrets are $400 in this game. So every turret, 400 gold, swinging back. Allies wresting control of the wells. So I have been giving this game to the Axis because they were able to control the wells for 3 or 4 money turns, and but they've just lost. The air battle going on now. Germany's wanting this. Italy's here backing up the Allies. This is a do or die. We have USA coming up with his Marines. They could definitely swing the battle. The Axis just want an air battle. They do not want to be facing ground troops here. All right, this is exactly where you want to be if you're the Axis. The BCs do have a slightly longer range. East Germany coming back to those drops. Those are empty. They are able to get the slight air advantage. Is that good game? That's good game. Axis win the game. Axis win the game. Allies just quit. Even though they had control of the wells, they lost the air battle. They lost UK. Even though they controlled Oslo, they still gave it up. Wow, this is such a crazy first die experience. I'm just going to take a moment. Look at that average APM, 403 from UK. That is astronomical, and he lost. That's a 403 APM, and he lost. Take a note of this guy, and then look at this Axis. They were able to pull it off. So Mean, Wine, Kuteta, and the USA here, aueri, they were able to pull. They played a good game, but wow, that's just I don't even know what to say. I'm flabbergasted here. Not a lot of kills, not a lot of lost, but it was all over objectives, which is the wells, and then UK was taken over by Germany, and the Allies prioritized the wells and ended up losing the air battle afterwards, and without UK. The Allies could not upgrade air anymore, and it was a huge amount of income that swang over, even controlling the wells. So Exel out. This is a little bit of a long replay live game, sorry, because of the initial loading screen. But I really hope to do more of these. It's a pity that I couldn't cast the tournament. I was looking forward to cast these games for you. But first die cast, Exel out.